Hi, it's Fran again. I'm out here today at Arbor Hills Nature Preserve talking to a bunch of different people about their views on single parenthood and dating and how those two things combine. So here it is. Thanks for watching.
We have 7 children and about to have our 10th grandchild. And so we definitely believe in marriage and in fact teach about how to raise a family. We teach that. So we definitely believe in it. Single parenting and dating, well, of course, there will be some. And so, but I think it needs to be guarded, that above all things, we have to guard our children and that we need to protect them from invaders into our home and keep them safe in all of that, and to be very, very careful. I'm of a venue of the walk of a Christian that would not do wild and crazy things. So I would suggest that for someone else as well. But when you're talking about single parenting and dating, is a very narrow road to go on, and I really believe that the parents have to be especially careful to guard them and to protect themselves.
I'm single, and single parenting is, in all respects is just, I think it's perfectly okay as long as the kid's happy and the kid is content with it and the parent is a good parent, obviously non-abusive, because that would be bad. But as long as the kid's, doing all right, getting his education, then, it doesn't bother me whatsoever.
I'm single. He's got a girlfriend.
Yeah. I've been in a relationship for almost 3 years in February. Yeah. I mean, so I don't have a problem with somebody being a single parent at all, and especially...
It's kind of hard for you to consider it, though.
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't know. If I was single, it wouldn't really bother me as long as, like, the chick is cool and whatnot. That's about it, really. I mean, everything's circumstantial. So.
I actually had a friend who was a single parent, or is a single parent. I went and visited her for a while. Who was?
Shut up. She decided
yeah,
it's too much work.
She's a single parent. I just went to go visit her and hang out. And then she used to have a big crush on me before, her kid. We weren't anything at the time when I visited her when she had a kid, but I mean, it still kind of makes you rethink things. There's still there's something in the back of your mind that makes you consider what if.
I am currently single right now, and I would definitely consider dating a single dad, because I think that you can grow up a lot from that. You learn from that. You make new relationships. Just because you're a single parent doesn't make you a bad person. If you have feelings for somebody, then it definitely, you want to kindle the flame, and you can't let something go just because of something small like that. So I would definitely consider dating somebody with a kid.
Well, I'm not a single parent, I'm married, so I'll answer this from the perspective of someone who is married. First of all, I think that it's really critical that kids do have a mom and a dad in their life. I was raised by a single mom and didn't have a father figure around, so it was really important for me to have male role models in my life. So from the perspective that I think it's good that people date would be someone who holds the same values as the person that you're with, and someone who can raise your children in the same way that you would, so that there's not a competition. I also think that it's not worth dating unless you know that you're serious about the person as far as marriage and things like that, because at that point you're not dating just for fun, you're dating because you're looking for a life partner, somebody who can help you with raising your kids. So I think the dynamics of dating as a single a parent is significantly different than a person without kids. I think the criteria is totally different. So I think I would be for it as long as the people held the same values and it could help them in raising their kids.
Let's see, dating and being a single parent. Well, it certainly changes it changes a lot of the criteria. I mean, all the same criteria you ever had are still there in the background, but priorities are different, and so your criteria take a back seat to all kinds of other criteria. So, aesthetics are still important, and yet, your child is number one. And so, if you're thinking about anything long term, obviously you're thinking about whether that other person would be nice to your child, whether your child would like that person, and if it's someone you'd want to have around your child. And whereas I think without having a child, well, I think you certainly think more long term no matter what, and more instantly. So yeah, I think that's probably what I have to say about it.
Would you consider dating another single parent because you're a single parent yourself?
Oh yeah, well, I've thought about this recently, that I think it's very hard. The more you do it as a parent, the more you realize it's almost impossible to date anyone who's not a parent, because they just don't get it. They have different expectations about your availability and your time, and when they make themselves available to you relative to when you are available, they often don't understand how valuable your time is when it's free. And so it just changes all those equations.
Thanks.